Hi all! In this class we finally start drawing. We should have with us a device with the Pinterest app open to refer to. We'll have either our boards we created in the last class open or the ones I shared with you. Let's begin. Choosing a phrase. Now we're moving on to phrases. They're not necessary, but I think they help us out a lot when thinking about a concept to draw. Sometimes creating something from nothing is difficult and even immobilizing. That's why we like to start with phrases. I'm going to show you some and explain why and how I represented them. For example, we deserve beautiful miracles and they will occur. I choose to represent the miracles as cranes surrounding my character, and they're raising his hair, giving off the idea that they're fulfilling that miracle. As I've said, the idea of a miracle can suggest millions of things to you. It occurred to me as a representation of cranes that flutter around our character. Another example, everything that does us good is eternal. What gives me goodness are my pets, so I represented this phrase by hugging them. The phrase that I'm going to illustrate in this case is one by Mario Benedetti, who says, "Imagine how precious it can be to take risks and that everything turns out well." The concept I choose to represent is my character jumping into the void, because that is what is being represented to me in this phrase, to take risks. I'm also going to represent emptiness as the universe, because that's what I feel and think of when I hear emptiness. My character is going to have a happy emotion because although he's taking a risk by jumping into the void, he does well. That is the concept that I'm going to use for this illustration. You can use the same one and make the same drawing that I do, or be encouraged to look for a different phrase or think of your own concept for it. Sketching. Having said all of this, we're now going to start creating. So let's have our illustrations and emotions board at hand to use as reference. This is how we got our drawing. I highlighted it with a microfiber to see it better on camera, but that's not necessary. You can leave the strokes in pencil. You will see that I didn't worry much about the proximity because this will all disappear once it goes digital. It will serve us only as a guide for now. I'm going to explain quickly what I did. For the face, I told you it was going to be filled with happiness. So if you're going to represent happiness or any other emotion, you go to your emotions board and set the features of your character. Normally, when someone smiles, their cheeks show more, their smile is very wide, their eyes are narrow or even closed. So that's what I chose to represent. Next, you can see the proportions that I explained to you previously. In this case, the neck is not showing because of the position of the character. It's raising its arms. Whenever you're in doubt about how you draw a position, do it yourself and you'll find out how it should look. That's all it takes. Check your boards and look for references. I used an illustrator's hair as references, a simple nose and the mouth of another illustrator, and the eyes of another. Ready? At this point, we should already have a finished drawing to take a photograph of. In the next class, we'll do just that. Import it into our application and start creating some magic with it. See you soon!